Tonight at 10, the Conservatives lose almost 500 seats in local elections across Britain as the Liberal Democrats make big gains in England. Success for Labour in London as they take 3 Tory flagship councils, but elsewhere they fail to make significant gains.
We've had a tough night in some parts of the country, but on the other hand, in other parts of the country, you're still seeing Conservatives going forward and making quite remarkable gains.
And believe you me, this is a big turning point for us. From the depths of 2019, that general election, back on track.
But Labour's gains are marred by the news that Sir Keir Starmer will now be investigated by Durham police amid allegations he broke lockdown rules last year. Meanwhile, the Liberal Democrats are jubilant as they win almost 200 seats in England, far more than any other party. The Green Party made big gains too. In Northern Ireland, the Nationalist Party Sinn Féin looked to be on course to make history by winning the most seats at Stormont. Also tonight, as Russia tightens its grip on Mariupol, the families of Ukrainian troops under siege in the steel plant plead for their safe passage. And Prince Harry and Meghan say they will attend the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, but the Queen says they won't be appearing on the Buckingham Palace balcony.
And coming up in the sport on the BBC News channel, Ben Stokes hits a record-breaking 161 for Durham just a week after being named England captain.
Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 10. The Conservatives have lost nearly 500 council seats across Britain after what the Prime Minister described as a tough night for the Conservatives. Labour took some of the Tories' flagship councils in London but made few significant gains elsewhere. But it was a very different story for the Liberal Democrats, who gained almost 4 times as many seats as Labour in England. The Green Party had a good night too. Counting is still going on in Northern Ireland, where the result could bring seismic change if Sinn Féin win the most seats. In Scotland, the SNP have once again finished as the biggest party. In Wales, Labour made significant gains. We'll have more on that in a moment. But first, let's look at the results in England. And with most of the results now in, the Conservatives have lost nearly 350 seats in England, the majority of them, nearly 200, to the Liberal Democrats. If local elections had been held everywhere in Britain, this is the BBC's estimate of what the result would have been, with Labour as the largest party on 35% and the Conservatives on 30% and the Lib Dems 19%. Here's our political editor Laura Kunsberg, and her report contains some flashing images.